Right, we're going to head over to ParaCableMods.co.uk, link is in the description, where you can choose what cable you want for your mouse. So you have solid color cables and pattern cables. So we're going to go to the store. You can browse through it, obviously find the one that you like the most. This is the one I went for. I think I'm selecting this one next. What mouse will be in this cable? So let's say you have a Zowie EC1A. Sorry, I'm using an UK layout keyboard. I don't know how to use it. Zowie EC1A, or you want a Logitech G102. You have to specify exactly what mouse you're going to use it for. So the Zowie and the Logitech, if you order for Zowie, it might not work with the Logitech. It's the way the cables are like plugged into the little, I think, white socket that it's in. The cable length, you have small, standard, large. Now I'm just going to go for standard, honestly. If the cable hasn't bothered me before with the length, then I don't need to change it now. But if it bothers you, you need something that's longer, you need something that's shorter, obviously there's the option right there. So we're going to go for standard, and then you have a USB port color. So this is just the end of the USB port. You can either have it in black or transparent. I went for black, and then that's it. So what you can do over here is, if you don't know how to install it into your mouse, you can actually go to their YouTube channel. They've got just a few mice that they've already paracord and made a tutorial on. If your mouse is not there, you can actually check reddit.com/mouse reviews. They will be happy to help you, or you can go and DM them on Twitter. So if you want to find their Twitter, it's on their website as well, and in the description. Robbie's not following. What? He's got 42 notifications anyway. You can probably DM them, tell them, look, this isn't working like that. Can you make a video on it? And I'm pretty sure they'll make a video for you. So once that's done, you've got your cable ordered. We're going to go ahead to the next step and actually install it to the mouse. My name is Shaq, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to do installation of this cable into this mouse. Now the reason you would want to go for a cable like this isn't just for design. It's the fact that a cable like this can sometimes move your mouse. Now it's not as aggressive as it would be with a braided cable, because they're very stiff and very hard. So what this cable is basically a very, very, very light cable, and it can make your mouse as close to wireless as possible. Now there's obviously a wireless version of this mouse. I don't really want to buy it because I've already got a perfectly working G102, and for me it's just not that much of a necessity. As I've already got this wireless mouse, I don't need too many wireless mice, you know what I mean? So what I want to do is I'm just going to take this mouse apart, take the cable out, and install this paracord cable right here, which we have been sent by ParaCableMods. So the link in the description. And wow, this thing is really thin. Like, I mean, this is so light. Now, in case you think of what are these plastics, these are plastics that you're going to melt. I'll show you how to do that later. So with the mouse, I'm going to switch to the desktop cam now. I'm going to take off these feet, which is why I actually brought replacement feet. You can obviously do it with a hairdryer and whatnot, but I thought, you know what, I might as well just get new feet anyway. You know, it's whatever. And some of my recording had, you know, messed up. I've already removed the skates. Now they come with some black residue. This is easier to do with a heat gun or a hairdryer. Now I don't have any of those, so I'm just using my fingers. But you can just use your fingers and just wrap that off and then put new skates on. You don't have to buy new skates. If you reheat it, you can probably reuse the same skates. I'm just not going to do that. That's just not my way of doing it, I guess. So here's my replacement skates. So I brought replacement skates just because I knew I wasn't going to reuse the skates. So first of all, what you have to do is you just want to test fit, make sure this thing works, and then after that I'm going to actually light this up to light up the heat shrink. I'm not going to be able to show that properly because I don't have a tripod. So there's actually a video that Paracord have done, ParaCableMods even, sorry, have done. So you can actually watch this, especially for this mouse. I'm just going to burn this and then get the heat shrink done and whatnot. And once that's done, this is going to be shrunk in, and then I can replug this thing in, obviously. Now the next part of this is I want to know where this black heat shrink goes. So you hold this position obviously after you've done it, and then you can light this up and shrink it. Now once that's done is we want to grab this invisible one, and we're going to line it up here. So when we've got it plugged in, obviously it's just going to stop it from coming out. I'm just going to wait for this to obviously dry up a bit, and then I'm going to plug the mouse in and it's good to go. And this is what it should look like. All plugged in, and then we're just able to get the top. Put the top back on, and the paracord's basically installed. So I'm just going to go through all of that obviously, and then I'm just going to, again, you don't have to take the mouse kits in, but I brought replacement ones. Just heat it up, take the top two, put it back on, Now obviously mine are a bit bent, but if you use a heat gun they won't just come out like this, so that's obviously your choice. Next thing I need to do is I need to actually clean the bottom so I can put new pads on. Now that it's all cleaned, now that it's all clean, I can use this, put them on, and then I've got a working mouse again, obviously. The mouse will barely move, so you don't really need a mouse bungee for this. Obviously I'm still going to continue using one, but this is the mouse now, and again, compared to the other, if I hold it from here, still gonna push the mouse. I can push this mouse even from the tail here, bending it. And this is not me pushing it, this is me just grabbing it and then obviously going for pulling the cable forward. If I try and put the cable forward like that, that's going to move the mouse. Whereas this one, it won't. So that's what Paracord is for. It's going to make your mouse as close as possible as being a wireless mouse. And you got loads of different designs that are actually really good looking. So I suggest doing this if you want a wireless mouse without having to pay for a wireless mouse. Now Paracord, ParaCableMods, they've done it very cheap. Again, here's the website. Thank Matthew again for sending me out the ParaCableMods cable for my 102, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a bit scuffed because the recording failed, but other than that I really can't help what has happened. Thank you guys again for watching. My name is Shaq and I'm out. Peace.